Is your Disney knowledge out of this world? Well, it's time to prove it, because in this episode of Disney Jeopardy, I've got a category all about outer space. "3,142 clues have come and gone, but today is a brand new ball game, and I've got 26 brand new clues to test that Disney brain of yours." Welcome into Disney Jeopardy. As always, I am your host, Bryan Perri. I already mentioned it. I'll be quizzing you on things out of this world today. That means films and TV shows that have scenes that take place in outer space. I've also got 4 other categories as well, including one selected by the Club DJ members. So without further delay, let's take a look at the board and see what this game is all about. Outer space was your final Jeopardy category last week. It will kick off episode 116. That is followed by basketball. Let's go Knicks. The third category you're playing, Texas. I've done a category on New York. I've done a category on California. I think I've done one on New Orleans as well. But for the first time ever, it's 5 clues all about Disney and the state of Texas. Your theme park category of the week is Take the Wheel. I'll get to that in a second, but first, the Club DJ member category of the week is Match the Princess. Another convincing win in the Club DJ poll, Match the Princess, with the actress gets half of the votes, 50% of them. Furniture will be the runner-up. Again, as you can see right there, 30%. John Stamos, huge Disney fan, comes in last with 20% of the vote. For this princess category, I will show you an image of an actress, and you'll simply have to tell me which Disney princess she voiced. And with that, it is now time for the easiest round of the game, the cupcake round. Get out those knives and forks for some cupcakes. If you're a crazy person eating cupcakes with a knife and fork, I should say. Just get ready for some cupcakes, some easy clues, if you will. We begin the game with outer space for 200. Each Star Wars film in the Skywalker saga begins with this line on the screen before the opening scroll plays. The correct answer is "A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away." We're on to basketball for the first time in Disney Jeopardy history. An entire film franchise got kick-started when this original film about a golden retriever playing basketball was released. What is Air Bud?
Fine. You can play.
Let's go down to the heart of Texas. It's the 200-point clue for the third category of the day. The 1955 film Davy Crockett, King of the Wild Frontier, concludes with a famous battle at this Texas location. What is the Alamo?
Live and their legends grow as long as we remember the Alamo.
And we get set now for Take the Wheel, the theme park category of the week. This category is all about attractions that you ride at both Disneyland and Walt Disney World, in which you might be seated behind a steering wheel. With that, let's kick it off. In order to make room for Tron, this Magic Kingdom car attraction had to alter its track layout. What is the Tomorrowland Speedway? And we finish off the round with Match the Princess. Seen here is Jodie Benson. She voiced this iconic Disney princess. Jodie Benson, perhaps the biggest Disney parks fan, Disney fan in general, of any of the actresses who voiced a Disney princess in the past. The correct answer is the iconic Little Mermaid, Ariel.
So not as breathy, but yet
not high quality.
Like you're talking right now. Yeah.
Okay. I wanna be where the people are. I wanna see them dancing.
Cupcake round complete. Let's get ready for the slightly more difficult 400-point round. Move back across the board. It's outer space. To start it off, the color of the spaceship Stitch escapes in at the beginning of Lilo and Stitch. What is red? Here we go, it's some more b-ball. Coach said fake right and break left are lyrics to this basketball-focused song from High School Musical. What is get ya head in the game?
Coach said to fake right and break left. Watch out for the pick and keep an eye on the fence.
Third clue from the 400s belongs to Texas. Camp Green Lake in Texas was a juvenile detention facility seen in this movie. What is holes?
Well, I never been to camp before.
18 months, Camp Green Lake, son.
On to Take the Wheel for 400. Replaced by the many adventures of Winnie the Pooh at the Magic Kingdom, this opening day attraction is still going strong at Disneyland. What is Mr. Toad's Wild Ride? Let's finish off the 400s with Match the Princess. There is Mandy Moore. Match her to the correct princess. Who is Rapunzel, of course?
Something brought you here, Flynn Rider. Call it what you will, fate, destiny.
A horse?
So I have made the decision to trust you.
Whenever I used to see Mandy Moore, I would immediately think of Rapunzel, obviously. And now, in more recent years, I think of This Is Us. Has nothing to do with Disney, but great, great TV show. Check it out. If you haven't done so yet, we move on. 600-point round begins with outer space. The line that Groot says at the end of Guardians of the Galaxy that differs from his typical I am Groot line. What is We Are Groot?
Why are you doing this? Why?
We are Groot.
Let's move on to basketball for the third time. This one's worth 6. Double Dribble is the title of a 1946 short about basketball where different versions of this famous Disney character play every role. This was a time when there was a special on pretty much every single sport starring Goofy. That's right. Look at all those Goofies. They'll go by different names in the short, but a lot of different funny shorts back in the day starring different versions of Goofy. You had a hockey one, baseball, football, of course, basketball scene right there. On to the halfway point of the game, it's Texas for 6. Texas serves as the setting for this clip from the Disney animated film Melody Time. The scene's main character also has a restaurant named after him at the Magic Kingdom. Who is Pecos Bill?
Oh, Pecos Bill was quite a cowboy down in Texas.
Where's a Pecos Bill? I feel like they say Pecos Bill in the movie. Make sure your hands are at 10 and 2. It's time to take the wheel now for 600 points. Though the steering wheel might not actually do anything, sit all the way on the left in the 4-seated front row of this Disneyland attraction to feel like you're in the driver's seat. I always thought it was interesting how down in Orlando, the Time Rover on Dinosaur does not have a steering wheel. I guess that's because it's just a time machine, but you are still steering it, right? So I don't know why they didn't put a steering wheel on that one. They did put one on. The correct answer here, that is Indiana Jones. which of course is where the dinosaur track layout comes from. Final clue of the 600s belongs to Match the Princess. Now that the clues are getting a little harder, I'm not going to give you the name right away. You'll just have to match who this actress is with her princess. That actress is Paige O'Hara, and she, of course, voiced 1991's Hello, Belle. That's right, Beauty from Beauty and the Beast.
Papa, do you think I'm hard?
More than halfway through the game, we are moving on to the 800-point round now. Let's head to outer space. The name of the space station, or spaceship, the humans live on in WALL-E. What is the axiom?
The jewel of the V&L fleet, the Axiom. Spend your 5-year cruise in style, waited on 24 hours a day by our fully automated crew.
Here comes basketball for the 4th time today. The Disney Plus movie titled Rise follows the pre-draft story of this eventual NBA champion. Bonus points if you can pronounce his name correctly. The answer is Giannis Antetokounmpo.
They said I didn't belong. That it was impossible.
Look out! Jammed by the rookie!
We move on to Texas for the 4th time now. Johnny Depp and Armie Hammer star in this Disney box office flop that took place in Texas. What is the Lone Ranger?
Train track.
4th clue from the Take the Wheel category is worth 800 points. While the steering wheel doesn't dictate which way you drive down the track on this Disneyland ride, it does allow you to spin your vehicle 360 degrees. Emphasis on the word spin right there because it is part of the correct answer. That answer is Roger Rabbit's cartoon spin. Final clue of the 800s before we get to the terrifying 1000. It's Match the Princess. Which princess did this woman voice? That actress is Linda Larkin, and she was the voice of Jasmine.
I want to thank you for stopping that man. Not many people would have done that.
Linda Larkin, who did the voice of Jasmine, was such just a breath of fresh air as far as I was concerned.
20 clues are down and 6 remain. But before we get to Final Jeopardy, you know what time it is. It is time for the most overly dramatic, soundtrack infused, unnecessarily spotlight part of the game, the 1,000-point round. Hit it. I don't know. I had to try some new material. Let me know what you thought about the multiple camera angle introduction to the 1,000-point round. Let's start it off with outer space. The captain of the RLS Legacy in Treasure Planet. Who is Captain Amelia?
To muse and blabber about a treasure map in front of this particular crew demonstrates a level of ineptitude that borders on the imbecilic, and I mean that in a very caring way.
Here comes a buzzer beater. It's your final shot at a basketball clue. This 2002 Disney Channel original movie follows the story of identical twins who both make it to the WNBA. The correct answer is Double Team. Final clue for your Texas category is worth 1,000. This soccer movie from 1995 takes place in Texas. What is the Big Green? Let's take the wheel behind an attraction for the final time. It's worth 1,000. With a remarkably similar name to the Toy Story attraction found in Disneyland's Tomorrowland, this former bumper cars-esque ride at Disney Quest allowed you to both steer your vehicle and fire balls at other guests. So down in the Magic Kingdom, you have Buzz Lightyear's Space Ranger Spin. That same attraction out in Disneyland goes by the name of Buzz Lightyear Astro Blasters. So what did Disney call their Buzz Lightyear bumper car themed ride at Disney Quest? Well, not Buzz Lightyear Astro Blasters, but Buzz Lightyear's Astro Blaster. Let's just move the S to a different part of the name. That's crazy. Final clue on the board belongs to Match the Princess. Which princess in this actor's voice? You may recognize her from the Disney Star Wars trilogy. Her name is Kelly Marie Tran, and she voiced Raya.
I think I grew up really wanting to perform and really wanting to be part of things that were bigger than myself. Being able to be Raya was one of the best things in my entire life. 25 clues are down and only one remains. It just so happens to be the one clue of the game that will ultimately determine how proud of yourself you will be for the next 7 days. It's Final Jeopardy time, folks. Let's see what the category is. Unusual pets and sidekicks. I like to think that I have the most unusual and spectacular pet of all, the lovely Bunny Eclipse, who runs the Bunny Eclipse shop on DisneyJeopardy.com. So if you love her, then make sure you support her by visiting that shop. No shame. But as you know, Disney is full of a bunch of unusual sidekicks and pets that you might not see in one of our homes. You think you know all about those creatures? Make a big wager right now. And time is up. By the way, if you have any unusual pets at home that watch Disney Jeopardy with you every Friday, be sure to send me a picture of them and I'll try to include them in an upcoming episode. Because I love animals so very much. Let's check out the final clue of the game. It's once again from the Unusual Pets and Sidekicks category. The 4 elemental spirits play a large role in Frozen 2. Bruni, the salamander, represents this one of the 4 in the film. Good luck. And time is up. Look how cute Bruni is. It's adorable. Little guy. With one look at him, you might not be able to attach the correct element right away, but then you see him do something like this, and you realize that the correct answer is fire. And that does it for episode 116 of Disney Jeopardy. Thank you so very much for watching. Shout out to all the Club DJ members who help me produce each and every one of these shows. If you want to become a Club DJ member, simply click the join button below this video while watching it on a computer. Speaking of those Club DJ members, will you select furniture to finally win a poll and make it into next week's episode? That is up to you. It's going to be in quite a battle against these 2 opponents. Once again, one of these 3 will be featured as a 5th category in episode 117. Now you know the deal. If you like what you saw, do me a favor. Subscribe. Click that bell icon. Hello, bell. Get 2 of those this week. This way you're notified every time we come out with brand new content. I've been your host, Bryan Perri. I'll see you next week for episode 117 of Disney Jeopardy, featuring the category of unusual pets and sidekicks. Until then.
Bye-bye.